Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Barb, Rob, Dave, Keith Anderson, Merry Christmas to you and your family, too. You're asking for snow. You guys didn't get any snow yesterday? Lots of places got snow. Didn't get any snow. Keith Anderson wants snow. Probably Steve, somebody out there wants snow, too. So, just to let you know, and I'll probably remind you by the end of the show again, that tomorrow, if you're interested, I'll be reading at 6 o'clock for Tazzy Reads for Christmas Eve, and I will not be reading Christmas, I don't think. I don't think I'll be reading Christmas, but on Christmas Eve, we will be reading The Night Before Christmas and The Grinch. That's what I'll read. I'll be starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow because I have could have done that while we were sitting earlier. My shirt. I'm leaning on my shirt and just pulling it down. Yeah, so that's what it is. Miss Christie just missed it. Hey, Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. I'm a little out of sorts here, so our back door won't work. So there you go. So I'm like concentrating on that instead of being in the moment here. Miss Christie, get you a puppy for Christmas? No, but she said that I could get one.
No.
Didn't you say I could have a puppy, or did you say pierogies?
Pierogies.
Oh, pierogies. So we're gonna name our dog Pierogi.
No.
Sounds good to me then. Okay. Pierogi the puppy it is.
No.
Hey, it's Stephanie's birthday today. So Stephanie is a 6.5. Oh my gosh. There was some little there's Stephanie's birthday. She's 6 going on 7. 6 going on 6.5. I've done that before, too. She's 6 going on 7. She's 7 years old is what I'm trying to say. And her birthday is tomorrow. And she asked if I would read stuff for her today. So I will. She asked for 2 books. I happen to have both of them. Stephanie's Ponytail, because it's Stephanie's birthday. And and then a Dr. Seuss book, which is hard for me to read. She is a little mean. Hey, you might be 6'10", but I'll put my money on this one there. Ask her for a puppy, see how it goes. She's not being mean. She's being, what do I like to call, ridiculous? Not ridiculous. Responsible. I say ridiculous. You say responsible. So let's sing happy birthday. Yeah. Let's sing happy birthday to Stephanie. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stephanie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday glasses. Birthday glasses. Birthday. We wish you a merry birthday. We wish you a merry birthday. We wish you a merry birthday and more birthdays too. Ta-da! Oh, happy Festivus for those that celebrate that. And yeah, so there you go. Let's read Stephanie's Ponytail, shall we? Stephanie's Ponytail? How about this? We read the book about Stephanie's Ponytail. Angelo, how are you, pal? Ange is on. I bet you Ange right now. Do you got a cigar in your hand, Ange? That's what I'm wondering. I love me some Ange. Just a lovely fella. Here we go. Reading Stephanie's Ponytail. There we go. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." When Stephanie went to school, the other kid looked at her and said, "Ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail, and I like it." That's the way to be. Anybody's teasing you that, you're like, "That's my ponytail, and that's the way I like it." Hey, Joanne, how are you? The next morning, Lisa's there too. Happy birthday. Rob wrote happy birthday. I got to get my brain in order right now because I've got a show later on that I have to do. Hey Lisa, how are you? Rob Somerville says happy birthday, Stephanie. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. If my family would be one more with a puppy, that'd be good. The next morning, Stephanie went to school. All the other girls had ponytails coming out the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You're a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have your own brain in your own head." The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back? Stephanie says, no. Well, then that's that, said her mom. That's the only place you can do ponytails. Nope, no it's not, said Stephanie. I want one coming out the side, just over my ear. Very strange, said Mom. Are you sure you want a ponytail coming out the side by your ear? Yes. So, Mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out right above the ear. She went to school with the other kids, and they all saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next morning, when she came to school, all the kids, even some of the boys, had nice ponytails coming out just above their ear.
I think it's okay for people to, I don't think it's okay for them to say ugly, ugly.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay for them to say ugly, ugly, ugly at all and then copy it.
I think it's kind of sweet when people copy something
for sure.
you.
Yeah, if they copy something that you're doing, then it's kind of flattering. But when they say ugly, ugly, that's not acceptable at all.
That's not cool at all.
No. The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back? Stephanie said, no. Would you like one coming out the side? No. Well, then that's that, said Mom. There's no other place you can do the ponytail. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming out the top of my head like a tree. That's very, very strange, said Mom. Are you sure you want Yes, said Stephanie.
I think it's super cute when babies have the little ponytail on the top.
Yeah, they look like Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah.
Ooh-ah, 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 ooh. So Mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, well, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next day, all the girls and all the boys had ponytails coming out of the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. Broccoli are fart trees.
They look more like palm trees to me.
Yeah. Yeah, they do look like palm trees. The next morning, Mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back? Stephanie said, no. Would you like one coming out the side? No. Would you like one coming out the top? No. Then there's definitely that's that. There is no other place you can have ponytails. Stephanie said, yes, there is. I want one coming out the front and hanging down in front of my nose. But nobody will know if you're coming or going, said her mom. Are you sure that's what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail, and I like it.
I don't think I would do that if it meant that I was going to bump into everything.
Yeah, no kidding, hey?
Hard to see. Plus, it would tickle your nose.
I would think.
And every time you tried to eat, it would
be right in your mouth. I know that feeling. The next day, all the girls and all the boys and even the teacher had ponytails coming out the front, hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into the desks, they bumped into each other, they bumped into the walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom.
Can you imagine if I had a ponytail on the front and I went to sneeze, and you know how you take in that great big I'd probably choke.
Oh no. Yeah, no kidding. Stephanie yelled, you're a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do, and then I come tomorrow, I'm coming to have to shave my head.
I did that for a while. I shaved my head for a while.
Yeah, me too.
I still shave the back and the sides.
Shave the back and the sides. Not right down to anything though. That's you.
No, not straight to bald, but
yeah, it's very, very little. Yeah.
Yep.
The first person to come the next day was the teacher. She had shaved her head and was bald. The next came were the boys. They all shaved their heads and they were bald. And then next came to the girls and they had shaved their heads and they were bald. The last person to come to school was Stephanie, and she had a nice little ponytail coming out the back.
A shaved head is great for toque weather because it's like your toque gets velcroed to your head.
Yeah, look, they're all chasing her out. A bald head isn't good for toque weather, but a shaved head is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bald. See, that just shows everybody. See, this book just teaches me every time I read it. It's just about think for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Have your own thing like that. Yeah, the toque weather. It's awesome if you have a bald head and a couple of days growth, then it's like Velcro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you never get hat head.
No, you never get hat head. You do, well, it depends how tight your head is, or how tight your hat is, because I've had where it was just a mark around my head and you could see it. Okay, so, Miss Christie.
What?
Stephanie, this summer, she saw me read a book, and she thought it was hilarious, and she wanted me to read it again. And it's hard. It's a hard book to read. It's the Oh Say Can You Say book by Dr. Seuss. Just a reminder, and I'll probably remind you again by the end, that we will be reading tomorrow at 6 p.m. instead of at 7, because I have a show at 7. So we'll be reading 6 o'clock tomorrow, and it'll be The Grinch and A Night Before Christmas. So there you go. Yaz cut her own hair at school. She might have been the cause of the book. Yaz, I hope you don't cut your hair. You mean like recently, or just like since I saw her last?
If you're going to do that, do it in toque season.
Do it in toque season, yeah.
Here
we go. Jose, can you say? Said the book reading parrot named Huey. The words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and back flips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. Okay. I fumbled over the very first word of this whole book, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. This book is from 1979, by the way. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finney's Diner. Finney also has the fresher fish that's fresher and much finer, but his best fish is his freshest fish, and Finney says with pride, the finest fish at Finney's is the freshest fish French fried.
You did pretty good, Tazzy.
Not bad. That's not bad.
I'm pretty impressed.
I didn't even use my finger on that one. So, oh, there's more. So, don't order the fresh or fresher fish at Finney's. If you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finney fries.
Can I try this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finney's Diner. Finney also has some fresher fish that's fresher and much finer, but his best fish is his freshest fish, and Finney says with pride, the finest fish at Finney's is my freshest fish French fried. So, don't order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finney's if you're wise. You'll say, fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finney fries.
It's hard, hey?
It is very hard.
There's another copy of this book. You should just read with me. Let's see if I can find this other copy. Wait a minute. Do I see it right here? Oh, it's all behind everything. Oh, we'll just share this one. Whoop. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin. And the bones fall out of his left front shin. When we have to call Plin, who comes in with his handy shin pin bin, and with the thin Blin shin bone pin, Blin pins Din's shin bones right back in.
You know, nobody would know if you just were just like
bling bam bling boop 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 boop. I didn't catch that. Can you read it again? Yes. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin, and Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall out of his left front shin. When then we have to call Pinner Blin, who comes with his handy shin pin bin, and with the thin Blin shin bone bin, Blin pins Din's shin bones right back in.
Bravo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good one.
Bed spreaders spread spreads on beds, and the bed spreaders spread butters on breads. And then the bed spreader better watch out when he's spreading, or the bread spreader's sure to get the butter on his bedding. Did I even show you this page here? I showed you. There's the bin, 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 bin. And here's butter spread, a butter and a bed spreader. A butter, bed spreader and a bread spreader.
Yes, you don't want butter in your bed.
No, you don't. Oh. Here we go. As he gobbled, this one's called Grape Cakes, Grape Cakes. Ape Cakes, Grape Cakes. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener grapes... Oh, I messed up, I'll try again. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are keener keen apes are... Oh, I had my thumb over a word. Hang on, let me try that again. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are the keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great. They're great. Oh, you're smiling. Give it a shot. This one.
As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are, the keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great.
It's not as easy as it looks, does it now?
Easy.
Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's quite easy for me. If you look in the mirror and see what I say, then I say... Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. If you just look in my mirror and see what I say, and then just say what I see. Here's the ape one too, by the way. Just a second. Now let's talk about money. Here we go. You should leave your groks home when you travel by air. If you take him along, they charge double the fare. When your groks must be packed and locked up in a grok's box, which costs much, much more than an old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes than waste all your money on boxes for grokses.
Yeah, don't waste your money on those boxes.
No, you can put them in a bag.
Yeah.
And what do you think costs more? A simple thimble or a single shingle? You see, a simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think that the single shingle should cost more than the simple thimble would. Simple thimble would. Thimble would. Eat it, Skipper Zips. Oh, I remember this one. Get comfortable. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips and chop at Skipper Zip's Clipper Ship Chip Chop Shop. Oh, I did it!
You missed part.
Oh, and if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's quite easy. Oh, no, it's not. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering to tell you of. That's why I'm bothering telling. I'll start again. This is hard. This is when you're dyslexic and you're like, hey, be-doo bop, bop, and your mouth's going, hey, I don't understand what's going on there.
By the end of the book, your tongue is going to be in a knot.
Well, that's why they're tongue twisters, honey.
Yeah.
Pamela Mays, how are you? I went to school with Pam. It's funny, she's 20 years younger than me. I love you, Pam. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering telling you so. You should know the first names of the Fudknucker brothers, who like to pile on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud, and then Skipper and Jipper and Jeffrey and Dud, Horatio, Horace, Hendrix and Hud, and then come in Woody, Dinty and Dud, then Fitzsimmon, Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky, Stinky, Stewart and Stud, and down at the bottom, this is little poor Lud. But if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud.
That's a big pile of people.
The big pile of people. People pile. People pile. Quack, quack. This one's called quack, quack. We have 2 ducks, one blue and one black. When the blue duck goes quack, quack, our black duck quickly quack, quacks back. And the quack blue quacks make her quite a quacker, but the black is quicker quacker backer. A quicker backer, quacker backer. And speaking of quacks, it reminds me of cracks and sacks and stacks and shacks and snacks. So, oh say can you say, I have cracks in my shack and have smoke in my stack, and I think there's a snack in the sack at my back. Thank you, Stephanie, for picking this book. West Beast, East Beast. Here we go. On an island hard to reach, there's a East Beast sits on its beach. Upon the West Beach sits the West Beach Beast. Each beach beast thinks he's the best beast. Which beach is best? Well, I thought at first that it's the East was the best, but then the West was the worst, and then I looked again from the West to the East, and I liked the beast on the East Beach least.
They both look rather grumpy.
They are grumpy. So that's the look you get. Miss Christie gives me that look when I ask for a puppy too much.
I give you that look all the time.
Yeah.
Not just when you ask for a puppy.
You have resting no puppy face.
I do.
Pete pats pigs. Pete Briggs pats pigs. Briggs pats pink pigs, and Briggs pats big pigs. Don't ask me why, it really doesn't matter. But Pete Briggs is a pink pig, big pig patter. And Pete Briggs pats his big pink pigs all day. Don't ask me, I don't know, I cannot say. When Pete puts his patted pigs away in his Pete's Briggs pink pigs big pigs pig pen. I'm glad not all books like this.
You know, but do you find you're concentrating on that and not on the other stuff that you're thinking?
Well, thanks
about
for bringing it back up.
Except for puppies, that's a constant theme.
Fritz, this was called Fritz Food. Yeah, puppy. As ironically, there's a puppy right there. Fritz feeds Fred, and Fred feeds Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred, and Fred feeds Fritz. Now Fred feeds Fritz with the Ritzy Fred food, and Fritz feeds Fred with the Ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, is often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz, and Fred's a Fritz Fred Fred. Fritz fed Fred.
Maybe this book could be marketed as like a what's the word I'm looking for?
Puppy. You're looking for puppy. A meditation. A meditation.
Yeah, a meditation.
I knew where you're going. I was just waiting for you. She goes, it was funny. She goes, it should be maybe registered as how to tell a klotz from a glotz. Pay attention. Well, the klotz, you'll notice, has lots of black spots, and the klotz is quite different with lots of black dots. But the big problem is that the spots on the glotz are about the same size as the dots on a klotz. So you first have to spot who the one with the dots is, and then it's easy to tell who is the klotz or the glotz is.
I'm a klotz.
Sometimes. Carmen said, Merry Christmas, Tazzy. Thanks for letting me be part of the magic. Carmen, I couldn't have done it without you, for sure. What would you rather be when you grew up? This is the next one. A cop in a cop's cap, or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap? Or a flapjack flapper in a flapped jack cap? Or, if you think you don't like cop caps or flapjack flappers or cupcake cooks caps, maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes kooky captain caps, perhaps.
You like kooky caps.
Perhaps. I do. Hey, Sam, how are you? That's the easiest thing I've had to say all day in this book. Hello, Sam. I am. More about Blinn. Uh-oh, here comes more about Blinn. Oh, Blinn, if you remember, was Blinn is the one who does the shin pin. He's got the shin pin Blinn. So, that's it. Well, Blinn comes home tired from his work pinning shins. The happiest of hour of old Blinn's day begins. Mr. Blinn is the father of musical twins who, tucking twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddy to sleep with tin Blinn violins. And, oh say, can you say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwinn has a blue-footed, true-footed, trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-string tin Schwinn mandolin. Oh, that was a hard one there. Not gonna lie to you. Rope, soap, hoop, soap. Oh my gosh. If you hope to wash off a rope, simply scrub it with a scrope. A scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soap off a hoop, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly souped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper's super soup off hoop soak suds. I'm getting tired. Never too tired to ask for a puppy. Well, hello. May I have a puppy?
No.
Okay, well, we'll go back to reading the book then, shan't we? Christmas mush. Here we go. One year we had a Christmas brunch with a Merry Christmas mush too much. 1 year we had a Christmas brunch with a Merry Christmas mush too much, but I don't think you'd care for such. We didn't like to munch. Oh, I got almost to the end. My OCD makes me start over again. 1 year we had a Christmas brunch with Christmas munch too much. This one's hard. Don't mention Robert Munsch because I'll get all messed up. 1 year we had Christmas brunch with Christmas. I messed it up already. 1 year we had a Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas mush to munch, but I don't think you'd care for such. We didn't like to munch much.
It's a Christmas book.
Yeah, it's a Christmas book.
I'm not making Merry Christmas mush.
No, butter tarts. And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give your daddy. If your daddy's name is Jim and Jim swims, and if Jim's slim, the perfect gift for him would be a set of Slim Jim swim fins. Slim Jim swim fins. Welcome to Slim Jim's house of swim fins. We got fins for everybody, just not the sharks. And they're all $5, so they're Slim Jim swim fins are a fin. And then it's ending in French. Fin. But if your daddy's name is Dwight,
Yeah.
your daddy's name is Dwight,
That's
but if your
correct.
daddy's name is Dwight and he likes to look at birds at night, the gift for Dwight that might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light.
I've never noticed if he enjoyed looking at birds at
No.
night.
Martin, how are you? Merry Christmas to you and Michelle. Okay, but never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet. A walrus with There's lots of W's here, so my brain's going. I can't even say walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet. And a walrus which whispers is worse even yet. When a walrus whispers through tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ear will get blisters and bliskers. And that's almost enough of the fun stuff for one day. One more and you can finish. Jose, can you say? One more time. Stephanie, thank you for picking this book for your birthday. The storm starts when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping, the storm stops stopping. Oh, I got so close. I just messed up the last two words. One more time. The storm starts when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping, then the storm starts stopping.
True.
I did it.
See your tongue.
My tongue actually has blisters on it, I think.
Should we put a Band-Aid on it?
No. No. So there you go. I hope you liked that little bit of silliness. Happy birthday to Stephanie. Remember tomorrow, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I'll mention it again. We'll be reading at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Right here, same place. Just tune in here. And tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I hope that you have, if I don't get to speak to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Joyeux Noël, and thank you so much for letting me read to you all this time. Have yourself a Merry Christmas, and I hope that your heart's full with Christmas memories. I know we can't be with our families as much as we want to be. I can't, Josh, he can't come over because he actually lives in another house, and so that's kind of a bummer for us, and I know there's lots of people, but visit on FaceTime. At least we have FaceTime. At least we have a way to chat and see people's smiles and hear their laughter and things like that. So I'll probably say pretty much the same thing tomorrow, so if you don't want to tune in, that's okay. But I will be reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because Yaz lent me that book, and also The Night Before Christmas. So I'll be doing that. So I will talk to you. Those of you I'll talk to you tomorrow, say Merry Christmas then. Those of you that are going to be busy with family plans on Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas to you very much. So lots of love from Miss Christy and I. Lots of love from Miss Christy and I. There we go. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery, full of sugar plums tonight. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly, till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Remember, in a world where you get to choose whatever you want to be, always choose to be kind.